back to Heroic Hamsters and Haberdashery, or Lawyers and Dragons, whatever your preference. We are happy to have you here on Saturday morning on what may be the finale. David's going to tell us in just a second. And we're going to have a great time with y'all. I'm very excited to be here. And thank you, chat, for already being excited here. I think we have 400 plus already in the audience. So, David, what are we doing today?
Well, everyone, welcome to the finale of Echoes of Eternity. I am your game master, David from Prototopics. Welcome back, everyone. We were off last week. A lot of things went down in our last episode. Quick recap. The group had made their way to the city in the Kingdom of Requidor, found their way inside. The monsters from Eternity were attacking, looking for Hardy the cat. Our group came face to face with Prince Martan of Requidor. That interaction went swimmingly, and that eventually led to them being hit with some kind of a sleeping powder from monsters flying in the sky, at which point our team was captured, kidnapped. I don't know. I'll leave that up to them to discuss, but brought aboard that pirate ship and then taken en route to another destination by mutant lizard pirates, where they got to interact with Captain Fraud Esquire, who was last seen paragliding away off of the ship.
It was a true gentleman and a scholar.
What a jerk.
I mean,
and
you
the
guys
character, not the
bought
person who played
into
him.
Captain Fraud.
No, you're
That's
right
on
either
you.
way, Rob. I can let Travis know. It's no worries.
Oh, he knows.
No.
I think it's his brand.
It kind of is.
You have to trust the frauds. The frauds are a very trustworthy family.
Mhm.
And so we find ourselves now flying off in a destination that, towards a destination that you guys don't exactly know where this contraption is flying to. I should also remind you all that it is being powered by giant hamsters running on wheels that are powering the electric turbines.
Can't forget that.
That have some of my favorite voices in Eternity.
Yes.
They do speak.
Please do not distract us.
Yep.
We are quite
Yep.
busy.
Love it.
And you've dispatched all of the mutant lizards. And so you guys find yourselves here flying away. The battle has ended, and a couple of minutes have passed. Something like 20 minutes now has passed since all of the mutants have been dispatched. And so you find yourselves here, and I'd like to pass it over to Gimlet, who was last seen hovering over the ship and possibly coming down. Gimlet, what are you doing as the turmoil has subsided?
I'd return to the ship once the turmoil has subsided. He just wasn't participating in the whole union busting murders thing.
Well, I mean, when you characterize it like that, what the heck?
I mean, it's just accurate.
You know, there
Like-
there could have been like two dynamics happening at the same time that we weren't.
No, there
part
really
of one
wasn't.
of them.
No. 100% there wasn't.
Where is
Like, you
Laima
guys
at
just
this
straight up
point?
chose evil.
Murder,
Nothing like
murder.
getting called out. Like getting called out by Gimlet.
I mean, it's accurate, and Gimlet isn't exactly the nicest person, so if he's not participating, you guys are crossing lines.
I really didn't know that Gimlet had such strong union organizing feelings, but
Yeah, or moral.
You guys
There's
sided
no
with
gold
character.
from
You
everybody
sided
in the
with
world.
Captain Fraud to murder people who had nothing, hadn't done anything wrong.
Except
now,
for attacking us.
I
They
tried
didn't
not to
attack
murder
us.
anything.
Ghostblade attacked them.
He did.
Well,
What?
that's
No.
on Ghostblade.
Come on, this is you guys. What the heck?
You guys do make it hard for a paladin to hang out with you.
Sabotage Paladin?
Sabotage Paladin was trying to get us into a safe situation to exit the vehicle.
I think we're on brand with the title name for this episode already.
Paladins don't need to be wise. Nobody is doing his best.
And as this is all going on, Laima and Ghostblade, give me a perception check.
It is early
Ooh.
for a perception check.
All
A
right.
10.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you it's early
13.
for a perception check.
a little bit better, but not by much.
Okay.
Everybody's got command ideas 2 weeks later. I'm doing my best here.
Nobody.
Yes.
You give me an Arcana check.
Sure, why not?
I'm sailing away.
How does a 3 do?
Oh no.
It does great. Okay, Gimlet, as you land onto the ship, it's just me now. As you land onto the ship,
How to make David uncomfortable
It's
101. Zoom in as much as possible.
Step 2.
right onto my
exist.
nose next. Gimlet, as you land onto the ship and you all have that little spat about unionizing in canon, you start to feel as if something strange is happening in the wind. The rest of your party certainly doesn't notice anything. Gimlet, give me an Arcana check.
Whereas it wasn't me.
Uh,
7, so I probably blame Ghostblade for this.
Okay.
We're having some rough rolls today.
All of you are going to notice that as you're flying ahead, you're still up in the sky. The sky itself is starting to get dark, and it looks like there are storm clouds that you're about to fly into. And it's just like
Excellent.
kind of this progression of darkness that you're flying into. And none of you notice as something strikes the bottom of your ship. And you feel as there's this immediate smash into the bottom of the ship, and a beam of light pierces through from the bottom out of the top. And it's this blast of green magic light just blasts through. And your ship instantly begins to lose altitude going down.
Can we still blame Ghostblade?
We got
You
shot by a
can?
green laser.
At which point the hamsters start yelling, "Oh no, we're going down! Please, you must stop this ship from going down! We're falling! We are falling! Run faster! Maybe we won't fall!" And they start going faster.
yes, that's right, hamsters. You've got this.
What do you all do as your ship is now falling out of the sky, just beginning to descend? Them running is giving you time where you're not just free falling straight down. So you're like kind of gliding down, but you're coming down hard.
Lima's
we're not free-
running around to the
falling.
sails and like trying to manipulate them so that they create a little bit more drag to help the hamsters kind of slow the ship from falling.
Okay.
I stand equidistant between the two hamsters and cast heroism on them both.
I still have that bottle of booze in my backpack, so I'm going to grab that and accept my fate.
I think I still have fly running, so I just kind of sit back and
Gimlet starts hovering again off of the ship. As it
Lima just looks at
descends.
them both and is like, "You guys are no help."
Lima, as you open up the sails, and it gives you a little bit more of a glide that you're able to fly down. And nobody, as you cast heroism on the hamsters, and you see that their eyes just kind of illuminate with like this courageous feeling, and they go, "We could do this. We could save our ship. Keep running faster, brother." And they just keep going.
I believe in the hamsters.
Is that in a t-shirt?
I believe in the
hamsters.
Believe in
I
the
believe in the
hamsters.
hamsters to keep my brain afloat.
That's a very specific T-shirt. I don't know what the context is where you wear the "I believe in hamsters" T-shirt. but
No, that makes perfect sense. Like there's the hamster wheel upstairs. Mine is not running right now, so the hamsters can do some more work up there.
Well, I believe in these giant hamsters, so there we go.
Is anyone looking over the ship at all to see
Oh,
what's
I am.
beneath you?
I took a swig of the bottle. I'm accepting my fate. I'm just letting it happen. So I'm looking down.
Shrek, I'm looking down, and Ghostblade, as you look over the edge and look down, you could see what looks like a kind of twisted tree line, and it's of leaves that are this kind of bluish green hue. The ground beneath has kind of these like red currents on it, but it just looks like a gloomy, dangerous forest beneath you. And as you look through that, you could see that there's kind of ruins of sort, destroyed buildings all throughout this area. And give me a
And
like
yet
a
they have
history check.
anti-aircraft guns.
Checking my history.
Give me a history check.
Oh my gosh. 9. Wow. Oh.
We're gonna hit outside the single digits any minute now, guys. Don't worry about it. I believe in hamsters, and I believe in you.
Speak for yourself.
That's the tagline. I believe in hamsters and I believe in you. You as you look down, you don't really know what to make of all of this, but you do see that there are some people moving around down there. And you can particularly see that there's another bolt of green energy that is flying up towards you.
Does
What
this thing
do
have
you
any
do?
ability to take evasive maneuvers, or is it just like a big
Oh,
flying?
no.
It's a giant boat powered by hamsters. I'm not sure what level.
That
of
is really not
dexterity they
answering the question, because that could go either way.
have. I think we don't know unless we try. You gonna spin that wheel, Gimlet?
Sure, why not?
Laima, what are you doing at this point? You've opened the sails. Your ship is kind of gliding, but is still not holding enough altitude to keep you up in the air. What do you do?
She's also kind of like scanning the area to see if there's a place to try to make a soft landing somehow.
Everything you see around you is just trees as you look down. Give me a history check.
Okay.
They're soft.
And what's that, nobody?
Don't you guys have any flying spells? I mean, Gimlet, if you can fly yourself, can you cast that on the boat?
No. I
Okay.
cannot.
Unfortunately, I don't have. I have water and I have fire. I don't exactly have air.
The
Um,
boat is a little big, and also it works on creatures, and the boat is not a creature. I
We
can
are-
fly
And
one
I-
hamster out of here, but then I
But
can...
have
We
we
are-
tried to talk to the boat yet?
No, I haven't tried to talk to the boat. I haven't tried to make friends with the boat.
a history check was a 14.
Laima, as you look over the side of the boat and you look down, you see the same thing that Ghostblade saw, but you're able to put together that all of these destroyed buildings mixed in with this tree line kind of reminds you of a fallen city. It looks like ruins of a city, and a forest has kind of overtaken what was once here. And it looks
Okay.
just creepy, like the forest, like it's a creepy forest, like a Hansel and Gretel don't go in their forest. There is no I feel like that was the best way to describe it, just to paint that picture.
Okay. So
And
like I don't want to land anywhere around here.
but not only that, there is no safe landing. Everywhere you would land would be either onto a tree or hitting into the remnants of a building.
Sound like us, but we should avoid it if we can.
Or we just turn this thing into a missile.
Gimlet, what do you do?
I mean, I'm trying to avoid getting zapped with giant green bolts of lightning.
And as you're doing that, the second one that Ghostblade had seen strikes the boat again. This time hitting it from the front. The entire front of the ship blasts basically into dust, and splinters and debris just kind of go everywhere over the deck.
I'm sure that went better if you hadn't taken control, Gimlet. You did good.
Wait. Summon Nightwind. I can fly.
No, Nightwind can fly. You can ride Nightwind.
I can ride Nightwind.
Yeah,
Go,
drunk Ghostblade.
Ghostblade summons Nightwind and is now riding Nightwind, who is able to sustain flight in between seasons 1 and 2 for those in the chat who are going to try to say we retcon something.
Do we have a lot of rules lawyers in the chat?
Absolutely.
Nightwing can fly.
No, we learned that Nightwing could fly. We learned that in what episode was that where some of them just took off. We learned it. It did happen.
It was the Turtles episode, I think.
Yes.
Gimlet, if you can make creatures fly, have you considered making one of our giant hamster friends fly?
And then the hamster can leave the boat.
Well, we can
Good
get
plan.
on the hamster, you see. We can't ride you.
I mean, it only works if we could do both of them, right?
The ship is now pointing directly towards the ground. I'd like to know what you guys are doing to try to survive.
I'm climbing on a hamster
I've
and trying to
survived.
convince Gimlet to cast whatever he's got on it.
Problem is, if I fly the
Ophelia.
hamster, then I can't fly
No.
myself.
If you
But
think
you can
about it,
you
if
can
you
ride
think
the
about it,
hamster. They're big enough.
a 30-foot hamster would provide a nice pillow for a landing.
Yep. And with that, Lima's climbing on the other hamster.
Come on, Ophelia, we can do this. Good choice, Laima.
Wait, what are you
Squirrels
doing?
Can fall from like a skyscraper and survive, so maybe the hamster can do the same thing.
You know, if we're doing this plan, we all have to be on one hamster, right?
I
What-
mean, can we put one hamster on top of the other? I would like to save both hamsters if we can.
Best of luck with that.
Are there any other parachutes? Lima's gonna then like frantically look to see if there are any other parachutes that we can use for one of the hamsters. Actually, with
an
that note,
investigation
she then has a brilliant idea to use one of the sails as a parachute for the other hamster. To fashion it very quickly as a parachute for him to save him.
Give me an investigation check.
Let's check Lima's not tying ability.
It's a 2.
No.
No, you
All right.
don't. You don't find any. In fact, as you're looking around, you end up peeking over the side of the ship, and you just like looking down for a second, and you see another parachute that has
No.
been flown into the trees.
Oh jeez.
No, that's Captain Fraud.
It's, there's no one on the other end of it.
Fraud. So she's running very quickly to like take one of the sails since it's not doing anything, to take one of the sails and turn it into a parachute for the other hamster.
Oh, okay. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
For not tying?
Yeah, or survival. I think
Yeah.
that's still wisdom.
Let's say survival. Or
Yeah, that's more like a survival, not tying.
15.
On a 15, you successfully tear one of the sails
There we
and
go.
fashion it into a parachute and attach it to the hamster. What are you doing? What is this for?
I'm saving your life.
Is this a game? Are we playing a game right now?
Yes, we're playing a game. It's called Jump and Open the Parachute.
How do I play?
You jump
jump.
and open the parachute.
That was great delivery, Hamlet.
Here's the other problem. If I cast fly on the hamster, then the hamster chooses where it's going. And the hamster has the intelligence of a hamster.
The hamster is infused with heroism, and if I have to, I will command the hamster. I got this. Don't worry about it, Gimlet.
Are we playing now?
Yes.
Do I get a running jump first or like a running start? Or should I just jump?
Hold on. Wait until we jump on the other guy.
Do I yell
How much of this
cannonball
ship
or is that
is
frowned
left?
upon?
Cannonball is encouraged.
Oh, so
Speaking of rules lawyering, Hamlet has a lot of questions.
If we're playing a game, I
So-
play to win. I'd like to perform at my best.
Okay, well, what the other part of the game is you're going to jump at the same time as the other hamster, okay?
That's Ophelia. I'm
Oh,
on
I see.
Ophelia. Notably, since Hamlet referred to her as brother, we've got some questions about Ophelia, but that is all on Captain Fraud.
Don't gender the hamsters.
is. Oh, this is such a terrible plan.
It's a fantastic plan. And at the same time, Lima's taking another parachute just in case, or another sail just in case to turn it into another parachute.
Okay. Give me another survival check.
Okay. All right.
This other hamster might not fare as well.
16.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Yeah. You are able to successfully take off that tear another sail and attach it here to the hamster. Second hamster is ready to go.
Okay. All right. And with that, I guess we are going to if Gimlet doesn't want to do this, at least we've got parachutes for the hamsters. We can ride the hamsters. We can all hop off and hopefully have a smooth-ish landing.
And then have a giant
Sure.
hamster or two join the party. I see no losers here.
None
Except
whatsoever.
the hamsters.
No, they get to survive.
They get
Yeah, but
parachutes.
they get to join the party, which is maybe not their best outcome here.
All right. So is everybody all in on this plan to have the hamsters jump and we ride the hamsters?
Oh no,
We got
you're
this.
talking to nobody right now. Right now, Gimlet and I are kind of like looking down and just going, "What the heck's going on?"
Oh, we
Okay.
got this.
Well, she's gonna call back to Ghostblade and to Gimlet and it's like, are you guys getting on? Or are you staying on the ship that's going nowhere?
Nightwind parts glitter.
All right.
Aggressively.
now before we jump,
I've got my own ticket down.
I do have a question for our game master.
Yes.
Since I'm otherwise out of spell slots if I didn't do this, did I have a rest between those two episodes or no?
It would only have been 20 minutes difference.
Uh,
So you would still be out of spell slots at this point.
well, that's
Oh,
just a bummer
no.
then, because I was going to bless the hamsters, but now they're out of luck.
Well, they are heroic.
They are heroic, but they could always use a little extra.
So to be clear, Gimlet is flying or hovering.
Yeah, I
No-
think Gimlet will fly towards the ground.
Nobody, you jump on top of one of the hamsters that has a parachute.
Ophelia, yes.
Okay. Laima, are you jumping on the other one?
Yep, Hamlet.
And Ghostblade, you have Nightwind.
Yep.
And as you look behind you, Hardy is also sitting on Nightwind.
Yes.
Good thing, because we didn't remember him.
Well,
It's
he
a-
didn't say anything. I forgot that he was there, so he just jumped on my back and got a Nightwind.
Yes.
It's not so much didn't remember him as just figured he'll land on his feet, which has got to be good for however high up we are right now.
Just figured that the cat would land on its feet. There you go.
The ship, it begins falling very rapidly. Quickly, the altitude is starting to get hot as you're moving through the air, and the hamsters both basically saying, "Are we playing now? Has the game begun?"
The game has begun. Let's go here, hamsters.
And the hamsters both jump off the turbines and take a running charge before jumping off of the ship. At which point, you see two giant hamsters with two people riding on their back, paragliding down.
The word of the day, friends, is splat.
No, they have
No.
improvised it.
They rolled a natural 19 to successfully paraglide off of this flying ship contraption. You could see them doing Tom Cruise style moves with this paragliding endeavor. At which point, you guys are getting close to the bottom, and you see that there are 3 possible landing destinations. There is to the left, where you're very clearly going to land in a tree. To the right, where you're going to probably hit one of those ruined buildings, or to basically the center, which you could touch down safely on the ground. I'd like each of you to roll a sleight of hand check to try to pilot the hamsters. Each of you riding them. Ghostblade and Gimlet,
Okay.
you're fine.
Oh no.
Okay. I am
Oh,
aiming
no.
towards the tree line with a 4.
Wait, are we supposed to be aiming for the tree? Wait, what? No! Ah! And then you guys fly into the tree. And did I win?
You always
Well-
win with me, buddy.
Okay, it seems I'm a little stuck. And you can see that the hamster is like a foot off the ground because it's so
Oh, no.
long, but his feet aren't touching the ground. I am stuck.
I will hack away at whatever branches are holding him up.
At which point his feet very gently touch the ground and he lands. Laima, what was your roll?
6.
And
At least my good rolls were for the parachutes. That was important.
Nobody, as you successfully hack away at the branches and free the hamster, Laima and her hamster come and fly and land right on top of you as you all fall and hit the ground, but hit the ground safely, bouncing off of these large hamsters.
I have to say, for the results of an aircraft crash, we did okay.
More than okay.
At which point you hear a very loud explosion as your ship crashes into the ground.
Maybe we got the guy that was firing green laser bolts.
Maybe that would be convenient. Like Wizard of Oz style.
Yep, we dropped an airship.
Steal the red slippers.
Gimlet and Ghostblade, the two of you are able to land successfully, safely. You see your party has landed here, but the two of you will have a better vantage point on everything here on the ground. So I'd like you to both roll a perception check.
We are on the ground perceiving.
It's a good perception
Careful.
song, Ghostblade.
8.
22. I just need to sing when I roll, apparently.
Yep, that's what it is.
So, Gimlet, as you look around, the most that you're able to notice is that there is this kind of a magical U in the air. And as you look around, you'll see that like you're kind of on a path that's leading ahead, and there's a path leading back that you're the same road. And ahead, you see that there are more buildings. And also ahead is where those green bolts of magic were flying from. You see that there are these kind of magical wisps that keep popping up and floating in the air. Like there's some kind of a magical, deep magical presence here. Ghostblade, as you look ahead on a 22, or did I get that backwards? Did you get to 22?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look ahead, you see that there are a lot of buildings, but they look like they're just dilapidated and destroyed. These stone brick buildings that are just destroyed. And as you look down this path, you see that eventually there are these torches light illuminating the road ahead. The torches have this kind of a reddish flare to them. It doesn't look like natural fire. It looks like some kind of a magical fire to you. But very clearly, the road straight ahead is the direction of whatever was firing those green torpedoes. What do you all do?
Well, I'm going to shout back to say that I think the road straight ahead over there is where the green torpedoes were fired from.
It's helpful.
Form the group.
It seems they are listening a lot today.
They're really good. Do you guys remember Pip? Wasn't it the entire adventure to get him?
I have not forgotten Pip.
Okay.
His super best friend.
His number one best friend, yes.
I still have to sort out the business with my brother, so
Anybody gonna respond? I just said the green torpedoes came from that road over there with the torches. Do we want to go towards there or other direction?
Well, it sounds like they want visitors.
I have to feed Ophelia. We have to treat our hands as well. Oh, I'm going to give her the branch of the tree that I just cut off.
Very quickly and almost like a chainsaw noise is heard as she just tears through it like a beaver. Yeah.
If we're gonna have giant hamsters, we have to treat them well.
True. I agree.
That is a big if.
Oh, nobody, you got your pet.
I mean, they talk, they're sentient, they do a lot of work for us. I think they are equals.
They might be your equal, yes.
The proper term might be friends.
The proper term might be what?
Friends. We've come full circle. And so as you're looking ahead here, I'd like to know what you all choose to do.
I'm just noting I don't clean the litter box for any friends.
I'm going to lead Ophelia with the tree branch over to the center area here to be with the rest of the group and potentially be ready to go towards the area that was firing at us.
Laima, give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay. It's a 17.
Laima, on a 17, you notice two things as you make your way with the other hamster to the road to regroup with Gimlet and Ghostblade. You notice two things. One, as you're moving ahead, you see a lot of those like wisps that I had mentioned that Gimlet saw. But you also see that there's this kind of a stream that's a couple of paces away off the trail. This kind of a stream, and there's kind of a magical presence to it where it looks almost neon in some places. Like as the stream moves, it kind of glows with this kind of pretty neon blue glow.
Neon blue.
Kind of like the koala stones from before. Laima's gonna go in and check it out. Take a look. Take a closer look. Also, she's gonna look down at her amulet to see if it's glowing.
And that's the second thing you would see is as you're looking down, you see that your amulet is glowing, and not only is it glowing as it had in the past, where it's this kind of like a either soft or bright. You see that it's this kind of a hot golden color. Like something here is causing it to react aggressively. It seems aggressive. It's angry. And
My amulet is angry.
You feel that you have seen it enough and you've worked with it enough that you can tell when it's reacting in different ways.
Okay.
Who among us has not had angry jewelry?
I mean, I've had angry jewelry, but it goes. It says pretty mean things to me.
The person wearing the jewelry or the jewelry itself?
Or the person wearing the jewelry. I should have said that, yeah.
Tracks.
Laima, as you approach the stream, you can see it's still glowing. What do you do?
I'm going to take a look around. I'm going to investigate to see if there are any more of those koala stones like we've seen in the past.
You don't see any koala stones.
None?
You see no koala stones.
Okay. Well, I'm going to definitely relay everything that I've seen and noticed to the rest of the group to make sure. I mean, obviously we just had this whole conversation about angry jewelry, so I probably already did a little bit of that.
Do you touch the water?
Yes.
As you put your hands in the water, you feel this kind of replenishing feeling, and you restore one of your spell slots.
Ooh, yay. I will tell everyone in the group about it so that maybe that will help nobody who has no more spell slots.
Let's give it a try here as well.
Well, rather than touch the water, I jump in.
Nobody, as you jump in the water, you feel as this like rejuvenating magical power just kind of fills through your pores, and you restore all of your hit points and all of your spell slots.
Yeah.
And with that, Laima jumps in.
And Laima, you have the same feeling.
Sure, let's give it a go.
Gimlet also goes for a bath, and you regain all of your spell slots. And
Lawyers and Dragons at the beach.
We got the beach episode in a dark and spooky forest.
That's right. DLC bathing suits coming at you.
What is Ghostblade doing at this point?
I've got a beat in my head, and I'm trying to convince Nightwind to clop along with the beat.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh no, this could go terribly. It went terribly. 4 after hovering on a 20.
Nightwind is tone deaf.
Oh no.
Just staring back at you. Like, what are you doing?
No, I'm on top of him, so he's just trotting all over the place.
Yes, yeah, he's now trotting all over the. What?
Flying.
Why is he doing this?
Flying horse has got no rhythm.
And as you guys are in the bath or in that stream, over with Ghostblade, Hardy sitting on the back of Nightwind just kind of leans over and says, "Hey, so I kind of recognize the place that is up ahead on the path here."
Oh, do tell, Hardy, what's going on?
Yeah.
I think we made it.
To where?
Okay, that's right there. That is super evil witch's lair right there.
Okay, so
Oh,
the
joy.
ultimate bad guy is up ahead.
What,
Sylvania?
That is dark lady, angry lady who wants to probably hurt Hardy some more, exile me for not doing the taxes or sacrifices, whatever, it depends on the situation.
That's the first time you used that word.
What's that?
That's the first time you used the word sacrifice instead of taxes.
Oh no, it is taxes. Every eternity lords must make pay taxes to retain proper status, tax status.
Okay. But we're not like sacrificing anything in lieu of the taxes.
Well, I didn't want to pay taxes or
okay, all right.
or make sacrifices. I don't like that.
Sometimes paying taxes is a sacrifice.
Oh, taxation is theft. Let's be clear.
Hardy definitely
Libertarian
believes that.
Hardy.
Hardy's soft set.
This is 0% surprising.
That's very true.
I feel like you guys should have known that already.
This is why Hardy never has a lawyer.
He's busy arguing about the fringes on the flag.
Yes, he's trying to apply maritime law in eternity.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like that was not even a reveal. Like that was
It's just,
have you guys been paying attention?
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, one thing I'm confused on is he said to retain status. Is that taxes or sacrifices to your eternity lord, Hardy, or are you an eternity lord?
I mean, I was a long time ago for like 5 minutes.
You were
You
an
were an
eternity
eternity lord?
Yeah,
We've covered this.
that's right.
Wait.
That's why I was banished, exiled, put in prison first, but then banished, kicked out, went bye-bye for not doing what they told me to do.
Oh, well, Ghostblade knew this, so I will confer with Ghostblade.
Yeah, I think he mentioned
Well,
this
no,
before.
I had said I was eternity lord before.
Yeah,
I must have I must have missed that detail.
I mean, either way. So Hardy, you very clearly want to go see Lady Sylvania.
I mean, do I want to see her? No, but like Pip is probably right over there. We could go over.
So we should probably go in that direction.
We should probably go in that direction. Maybe fighty, always do righty, and then get out of here.
All right, that's a good
Fighty,
phrase.
always
I
do
need
right.
that for the rest of my life.
I'm a little worried Hardy wants to settle family business, but let's go.
Pip is part family.
Pip is family. Pip is number one best friend. Yes.
Well, I mean, there's no other option. We have to find Pip. We have to save him.
Yeah,
I would very much like if you do that. Yes.
let's go save Pip
Okay.
with our heroic hamsters.
Who are now finished eating, and as you look back, that entire tree is down to the ground.
Excellent. Maybe they can eventually make a clearing big enough so that someone can actually land in this space.
For the next airship crash.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
gonna
I
happen.
You know
I mean,
what?
you could
Tree
file
and
a
stump removal
complaint,
is a
but
good
I don't know if
business.
who's going to review it. As you walk down the path, you guys start walking. You'll see that there are just these dilapidated stone buildings. Everybody, give me a perception check.
We shall perceive. Oh, I didn't sing during the animal
18.
handling check.
Yes.
17.
I am perceiving.
Perception. It worked again. 17.
I think we just got our bad rolls out of the way early. That's what I'm
That is
that's what I'm telling
insane.
myself.
Yeah, that's how that
22.
works.
Gimlet, what'd you get?
17.
Okay, so you all rolled high enough. As you guys are moving through and walking ahead, you can see that there are definitely some figures moving around out in the distance ahead. Some of them very big, some of them small, normal humanoid height, just off there, kind of silhouettes moving. Not ghostly, it's just distance. But as you're walking past these buildings, you're all able to tell that there are tons and tons of remnants and tracks from monsters that have come through here. Massive tracks, like as if something was dragging its body through, like a worm, or just little feet tracks moving through that might resemble little goblins
dragging-
or sort.
Dragging another body.
There are cutouts in the trees and scratches along the walls. Whatever is here is clearly been the home of lots of monsters and creatures.
Hardy, you mentioned sacrifices. Did people have to like bring things or people to Sylvania?
Well, yes. Yes. So that is a big deal, big problem.
So these monster tracks that we all see here, are these like suggestions of the monsters that are bringing sacrifices to Sylvania?
I don't know if they're still doing sacrifices. It was a long time ago when we did. And once I was told to do sacrifice, I said no, I'm not doing that.
What were you told to sacrifice?
Oh, some lady.
So it was a person. Do you know her name?
Lady.
Lady, that was her name. You just sacrificed
What was
lady
her
and you
last
said
name?
no.
The lady.
Lady.
Okay.
I didn't get her name, but she was very nice to me.
I feel like we learned something.
I mean, in fact,
More
when
things that are not reliable is what we learned.
when
Thanks,
I
Hardy.
met her, she had these babies at the time, long time ago.
What kind of babies?
Mm,
They were little and small, like same size as me. And I don't know, they cried. One of them just cried and cried and cried. And I was like, said, can you stop the crying? And she said, no, they're babies.
Were they
Babies
like
cry.
human babies or cat babies? Because you said the size of you.
Oh, no, because they were just babies. Because, I'm
Oh.
a small cat, like the
Have you
size
seen
of
they
the
normal
baby
twins?
Ghostblade?
humanoid babies.
Were they twins?
I don't know, but they could have been.
Huh.
What did they look like?
They were babies. They looked the same.
Yeah, I really didn't spend much time looking at them. Part of me wanted to just like bop at them, and I knew that was wrong. The cat instinct was kicking in.
Sometimes you got to boop the nose. I get it. How long ago was this, Hardy?
Maybe something like 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Somewhere
good
around
spread.
there.
It's a
You
good
know.
spread.
It was a long time. So anyway, yes, I was sent to go. They said, go bring back this evil woman doing evil things. Bring her here. We're going to, sacrifice her to the heart of eternity. and then I realized that it was like how you say like a plot twist. Like when I met Lady, she was super nice. So we didn't do that.
You didn't do that. Had
Yeah,
you
no.
sacrificed people before?
No, I don't like the no sacrificing.
This was the first time you were asked.
This is the first time I was told to sacrifice people, yes. And I don't do sacrificing people.
Sure. You got to draw your lines.
Hardy, you have a habit of just giving parts of the story and us having to drag a lot of it out of you all the time. It's helpful when we're going up against bad people if we know a lot of it up front.
I have short-term memory loss, so sometimes these things happen.
And long-term honesty loss.
Listen, just because I trusted Captain Fraud does not mean you need to attack me, okay?
Honestly, I think he might have been the most trustworthy of us all.
Me or Captain Fraud?
Do you now?
Captain
Do
Fraud.
you?
Okay. So it's not just me.
All right. Well, what would you advise, Hardy? What would you like to have done?
I think what we should do is just go in, how you say, guns blazing. And,
Like your poster?
Okay, that wasn't my poster. That is very much fake news.
That was very much you. In the
It was
poster.
very much fake news. I cannot
I
hold...
pull out the poster of my backpack out of my
I
backpack.
can't hold Glocks.
This is the
Ghostblade.
poster.
His little paws.
I can't hold
Laima
the
just
Glock.
takes out a teacup and just starts sipping.
That's the tea.
Propaganda Ghostblade.
It is propaganda, fake news. Okay, don't believe everything you see. The media is lying
was
to you.
it was it
Taxation
AI
is theft.
generated? It's AI generated. It's not real.
That's right. Yes, artificial intelligence.
You can
Which
tell
is-
they're coming down on him for his political beliefs.
That's right. Yes, they're coming after me. They're after me. I said no sacrificing, and that is a big problem, apparently. You know, don't sacrifice nice ladies.
Would you have sacrificed them if you didn't like them?
Let's not ask those questions. Okay, let's just move along.
Hardy.
yeah?
Hardy,
Yeah.
did
No,
you
that's
realize waking up
good.
this morning you were going to have to face a morality quiz and? Would
Those
is
from a
there
bunch
a
of
couch?
people
Is there,
who-
is
And not
there
just
like
a
Chase
morality
Lounge?
quiz, but a morality quiz from this guy.
Exactly. Is there like a Chase Lounge where we can lay Hardy down on so he can just tell us his story and we can take notes?
Puts his feet up. Well,
All
you
right,
know,
well,
I think you know, perhaps it is time for us to go and the fight Stark Lady. Our whole point was to come here and save Pip, and we finally made it unorthodox way, but we got here. So
let's save Pip.
What are you complaining about, Ghostblade? Didn't you kill a bunch of ship crew just because you were bored of hearing them talk?
Yes, but at least I understand. The
So you
demons
don't
within
get
me.
to
I
talk
am-
to Hardy
am
about his
try- no,
morality at this point.
I understand the demons within me. I am trying to get Hardy to openly express what's going on inside of him. But if he wants to bottle that up and go and talk to Lady
Oh,
Sylvania
good. You
and
want Hardy to be a
blow up
serial
at some
killer.
point in time.
Ghostblade went to therapy between
Ghostblade-
seasons.
I was just gonna say, Ghostblade has found the merits of therapy.
Ghostblade, give me a wisdom check.
Oh no. How wise are we? Oh, this is going to be so terrible. Where's wisdom? Wisdom, singing to get the wisdom. 21.
As you're saying
Oh.
this, you pause for a second, and it dawns on you that you're talking about Hardy the cat, and you realize that the only thing in his brain would be the monkey with symbols on repeat. Just the monkey's just making the symbols.
That's actually
Got
an
it.
improvement. He didn't have symbols before. We got progress.
You
Is the
guys-
monkey tone deaf too?
No, the monkey's on beat.
Okay.
As you guys move through the town and having these conversations, you see that before you lies a kind of a open courtyard, and you could see that there are other people there, some other creatures. You don't recognize any of them, but you can see that there are open spots, 3 open spots to be clear. Most of them are just humanoids, different kind of species, like an orc, an elf, stand there, and you can see that. At the far end of this grouping, they're kind of standing in somewhat of a circle, wearing odd-looking robes.
Hmm.
You can see standing at the end is what looks like Lady Sylvania, just kind of standing there, holding something, looking down, and beneath all of them is this large fire pit with blue flame coming out of it.
It's a really weird receiving line. Okay. I ride my hamster to flank to the left around this group.
God, what a strange turn of phrase.
Before that happens, as you are approaching, and as you see all this, about 100 D&D feet away, which is a big map.
D&D feet.
D&D feet.
That's equivalent to a metric foot.
As you look ahead, all of you feel this kind of a piercing sound kind of go through your mind as somebody as words are speaking directly into your brain. And it's just a very monotone voice that says, "Bring the cat here, and I shall spare all of your lives."
They've wanted Hardy for a long time.
I mean,
You
cats
know,
are
in
great.
retrospect, we maybe shouldn't have walked him into this area, but hey, here we are.
He chose it.
It'll work out.
Did you guys hear that, or am I hearing things again?
We heard
No,
it.
no, we all heard it.
Yeah, no, through therapy, I got rid of the voices in my head. This one's new, so this is definitely, I heard it.
Okay, we are going to unpack that at another time.
The worst part is he was trying to be reassuring.
Lots of red flags. And it'll be a beat, and she'll say, "Come forward, bring him to me."
I don't like taking orders.
She really doesn't.
You know, Lady Sylvania sounds like the hamster's like 2 beats slower.
What does that even mean? What are you telling me?
He thinks you're related to Lady Sylvania.
What do you all do? So nobody. You said you flank.
Yes, I'm flanking to the left. That's the end of the line, right?
Yeah. So it opens up. So it's this. Think of it like an open circular courtyard with a path going north, left, south, east, and west.
Lima's gonna turn to Hamlet and say, "Do you have any combat skills by any chance?"
Before I became a sailor, I was a combat rider.
Excellent. All right. I'm hopping on your back. If it's okay, we're about to get into some combat. I would like to ride on your back during this, at least at the start.
Combat for my hamster people is running in a circle as fast as you can, and the person who gets there first is the winner.
It's performative combat.
All right. You know what? It's fine. Running around in a circle around this circle is gonna go great.
I've also heard pray tell that this type of game was also referred to as horse racing.
Oh.
All right.
You should probably also see, because he did a really big number on that tree, so he can probably carve a lance for you.
I mean, I have the golden spear from before.
That's true.
I have it. Okay. All right, buddy. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna ride on your back, and we're gonna do some circles around here.
Well,
Lead the way.
Ian, I'm just looking at Ian right now.
well, there you go. Good luck to you both.
Nobody. Which way were you running off to?
Well, I wasn't running. I was just going
Moving.
to flank to the left, and then I was going to try to encourage Ophelia to nudge the person on the left at the end of the line into the fire pit.
Wait, what?
Okay, so before we do this, everyone roll initiative
Oh, you.
before we move on, because I like this.
Only an 8.
My initiative is a 5.
15.
I'm feeling a little
Gimlet.
unmotivated, apparently.
I didn't sing intentionally. I'm a 10.
15.
Hey, Laima.
Yeah, mine's an 8.
Single digits for the win.
So the hamster's trying to boop someone into a fire.
Okay.
Just a light nudge.
And Lima's gonna try to boop someone straight through the chest.
You don't light nudge into a fire.
There is it's a
a
very
light nudge.
so to set the scene, as you guys are walking down, you can see that there's this open courtyard. The stones beneath are not nice. They look very like whoever set this up doesn't know landscaping. So it looks creepy, ugly. The buildings are all just destroyed. You can see that there's just black soot stains along the walls of these what's left of these buildings. Most of them are just like these pillars or enough to be a chest high wall for you to take cover around. It's very much open. Unless you're behind one of those walls, and you can fit beneath 2 or 3 of them. You would be able to fit the entire hamster and yourself behind one to take cover. And so seeing all of that in the center, again, there's this big fire pit. I would say it's an entire 10 feet wide radius, big blue fire flame. And as you guys are getting closer, the air itself is getting thick. The air, it's harder to breathe. It feels wicked. There's something wrong. And
Clearly, Brains Landscaping needs to do a number on this space.
Brains. And as you go to charge in and boop the snoot of one of these robed figures, I need you to do 2 things.
Again, no charging. We're lightly
Scurrying.
No, there's no scurrying. It's like a light little trot.
Are you sneaking up on them? You're
No,
with a 30-foot hamster?
We're not sneaking, but we're also flying casual.
We're looking for exactly the right verb on this one.
I need you to give me an animal handling check to pull this off.
Sure.
And
And
as
also
you
an Arcana check to look through the thesaurus.
$11.
okay,
Success.
on an 11 from the back of your hamster, you start taking off towards one of these robed figures, but your hamster gets very and easily distracted and doesn't make a direct path. And ooh, there's something shiny over there, and starts walking in a different direction. What do you do?
We roll with it, but we gently try to get it going back towards the line of people.
And as that's going on, and as you just kind of like break away for a little bit, you're all going to see as Lady Sylvania reveals from her pocket, she holds out Pip's stone.
Oh.
And you could
Hey,
see
we found
inside
it, guys.
of it.
We found Pip.
Without speaking and just looking up at all of you, you can all tell that just by looking at her, there is something unsettling about this person. Like there is kind of this blackness to her eyes where it's just gaping black holes, really, like almost like she's not even there. And what she does is as she reveals this stone, she holds her hand out over the flame, levitating it over, holding it over this fire, and you can all see inside what looks like a little mouse inside of it tapping on the walls. Hey guys, hey, get me out, please. Can I come out now? Hey.
Oh, it's
And
Pip.
Is she holding it with her hand, or is she
With her
floating
hand.
it?
She's holding it with her hand over, and not before long, but the sky, something begins to happen in the sky, and a beam of blue energy pulls from that fire pit and hits Pip's stone and flies into the sky. And so now there's this blue column of magical energy holding there, shooting through Pip's stone. Nobody, give me another animal handling check to try and move that and try and run into that guy.
My animal handling check is a 19.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Nobody. As you, oh, hey, there's something shiny over there, and then you course correct, and the hamster just starts walking forward, and without even noticing, bumps right into one of those robed figures, who falls into the blue fire. As I immediately engulf in flame, and everyone else there kind of staggers and looks around. And at this point, combat has begun.
Cool.
However, that blue beam of light that is now piercing through the sky, as you look up, you see that there's a kind of cracking in the sky around
no.
you.
Oh no.
And
Cracking in the sky. Oh no.
The sky is falling. And as the sky kind of cracks open, you can see that there is this reddish, purplish space just floating there.
Oh no.
So
Like,
is
is it really
Sylvania's
falling, or are you just yelling that it's falling like Chicken Little?
I was yelling like it's falling like Chicken Little. It's not actually
Okay.
falling.
is Sylvania's hand in the blue whatever?
She's still holding it there. She has not moved.
Okay.
Hip is also still there. Hey guys, can I come out? Can I come out? It's getting a little hot in here. Can I come out now?
No, no.
Gimlet, it is your turn.
Huh. All right. I guess let's try suggestion on what's her name?
Sylvania.
Yeah, Sylvania. So the suggestion is going to be throw the stone to me.
What's the saving throw?
That is a whiz save DC 15.
She is rolling an 18.
This does not surprise me. That is my turn.
Are you moving on the battlefield or are you standing back?
I'm going to stay back.
Okay.
I want to not be at the front lines here.
She is going to look, just kind of very robotically look at you, like with a head tilt, and just whisper into your head, "No, I don't think I will." And with that, with her other hand, she leans back and conjures this bolt of green necrotic energy, and she's going to fling it at you, Gimlet.
All right.
Does an 18 hit?
Let's throw up a shield and say no. Oh, wait, it still would. So, yes, it does.
Okay, you take a total of 10 damage as this necrotic bolt strikes you right in the chest.
Oh no, they're zombifying Gimlet.
This is a problem.
Gimlet, it does not feel nice.
This does not surprise me.
Okay, Ghostblade, it is your turn. You just watched Gimlet get struck by this beam of green energy.
How far is this lady?
She is within 80 feet of you now.
I like to advance and stay behind the rocks. You said there were rocks I could use for cover?
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to advance to get to where she's perhaps 30 feet from me. Well, I can move 30 feet, so. But I'm on Nightwind. Can I move further on Nightwind?
Oh, you could absolutely move further on Nightwind. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to move within 30 feet. Hopefully, if there's the closest rock to her where I can hide behind, I'd like to get to that.
You can move you can move 50 feet on the back of Nightwind.
Okay, so if that puts, yeah. Sorry, math. So move 50 feet, hide behind the rock, try to hit Sylvania with a short bow.
Okay, fire at will.
Or Sylvania.
Oh boy.
Ian, I'm going to blame that roll on that. 12?
A 12
He
misses.
accidentally fired at will.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah, because your
Should've
rolls
fired
were
at Sylvania.
spectacular. Without,
I'd like, can I
for
put
that.
Nightwind away? Put
I said
Nightwind away
across
and
her
hide behind
nose,
the
not
rock.
up it.
Indeed.
Ghostblade, what was that?
I'm putting Nightwind away and hiding behind the rock.
There's a rather large puff of glitter in the air as Nightwind descends back into your gem, and you're hiding behind the rock.
Thank you.
Laima, it is your turn. And Laima, I should remind you, your amulet is glowing super hot right now.
All right. So she's going to create water over this blue flame to try to extinguish it, to prevent this sky crackling situation.
Okay.
So casting create water.
Okay. You cast create water, and a splash of a bucket's worth of water splashes into this flame, which just creates a swell of smoke in the of thick smoke in the air as the fire doesn't take that gently and just kind of rages and roars higher.
Oh no! Even in the
grease
presence
fire.
of 10 gallons.
That wouldn't put out a Tesla.
The fire remains active. What else do you do?
Okay, so Laima's gonna turn to Hamlet and say, "All right, new game. We're making circles around these guys, and we're gonna the game is try to stabby as many people as possible."
That sounds like so much fun, and it takes off running.
All
You
right.
realize that, like, in a month or two, he's going to decide to play this game just like at a kid's birthday party. or something.
Randomly.
Well, he's not doing the stabby. He's just doing the running.
The hamster charges forward. I need an animal handling check.
Oh God. Okay. Woo. 23.
Oh yeah, the hamster is all in and loves this. Takes off running, booking it. And
He's in it to win it. He needs to win this game.
I play for keeps now. That is my.
He's going
Goal.
the distance. He's going for speed.
He's all alone
I
at
will
a time
do
of need.
voice coach William Shatner proud. And the hamster starts taking off and gets you close enough to one of the Eternity Lords. What do you do?
Wait, sorry, me?
Yes.
Um,
Oh, you already used an action, right?
yeah.
Use the water. Okay, yeah, you are now right next to one of the lords there. Two of them are going to go, and upon seeing this and seeing this beam of light in the sky, they look like they're surprised, like they didn't know this was happening, and they're going to turn and try to run. They're going to try to run away. Nobody, it is your turn.
Well, our hamster has just bumped one of the people in the back of the line. We're going to continue through the line.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
You realize these people might just be innocent and like forced to be there around this fire.
Natural 20.
I'm going to tell you now that
Okay.
they're probably not innocent. They did sacrifices, so you know what? Push them in fire. It's fine.
Okay.
Natural 20. So
Natural 20.
tell me a story.
Nobody on a nat 20, without even hesitating. The next one in line kind of turns, gasping at you, looking up and down, seeing what you've just done, and very gently the hamster just boops him, and he falls into the fire pit too.
I just had this image of the hamster going dun 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 dun.
Very much, yes.
Going in a conga line down one
Yeah.
by one.
So
I got a giant hamster. I'm going to use it.
Right?
with that, there was only one left that had not run of them here. There's only one left standing who looks very angry and raises a sword to strike on nobody. And the hamster, let's see how he does. He is going to swing on you, nobody. He's going to, with a big great sword, going to hoist it up and swing with a 17.
Clang. He does not hit me on a 17.
Oh.
As he hits your armor, and the sword goes boing.
So now he's just shaking. I feel like the hamster should just finish him off right now.
Back to the top. Gimlet, it's your turn.
Well, how far away is she?
From you, because you didn't move, she'd be a full 80 feet away.
Let's move a little closer and try to find a hiding spot, or like a spot with cover.
Okay.
And none of this is going to work out all that well. I don't want to burn that slot. I'll try to actually, you know what? I'll cast invisibility on myself for now.
Okay.
Gimlet has
Just
become
so
a
I-
very selfish fighter.
We'll keep taking care of this,
I'm
Gimlet. Don't worry.
Trying to
about it.
get, I'm trying to get closer without getting zapped because I don't have a whole lot of hit points.
Yeah.
Gimlet, you advance and take cover.
I'm trying to set something up, but I can't do it from 80 feet away. So
That's true.
You turn invisible. Gimlet, you are secured. It is her turn, and she is going to look over at nobody, angry and really upset with you. I need nobody to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, are you sure?
Whoa.
14.
Okay. So that's a fail. And with one
Wow.
hand holding up the stone over the fire, you see the breach in the sky is continuing to grow. And she leans over with her other hand, and you see as this dark red energy just appears or swirling around her fingers, and then she almost just like flicks it at you. And
Ooh.
it just hits you right
Gross.
in the head, and you feel the most overwhelmingly powerful headache you've ever had in your life, to the point where you feel like your nose starts bleeding.
Did Sylvania just flick a booger at him?
Don't mess around with headaches, kids. Take it from me.
Oh.
Oh, that got dark.
That got dark.
He did.
Oh, wait. Nobody, you take 25 points of damage.
I meant it. Don't mess around with headaches. 25?
No.
That's really funny how that played out, because I hadn't intended for that to be like that. Okay, this is good.
Okay. Hellish Rebuke.
Beautiful. How much damage?
You are taking.
7.
You get a dex save, and then I can tell you.
She fails with a 5.
Yep. You didn't even have to ask me on that failure. Well, she takes 20 damage as I point my finger, really angry about this headache, and she is
Yeah.
engulfed in hellish flames.
Wow.
That is appropriate. Absolutely appropriate.
Are the flames different color than blue?
They are really orangey flames, like the kind that you don't
Oh.
like to see in a pilot light.
That's pretty.
So nobody, she hits you with this attack, and then you basically Uno reverse card, fire back a hellish rebuke at her, which upon getting hit, she lets go of the gem, but it remains active. That powerful breach in the sky is remaining active. And as you look at her, what looks like broken glass almost makes up her body from where she was struck. It doesn't look like a person really at all, like a porcelain doll that's just been cracked. Ghostblade, it's your turn.
By chance, was she distracted when she was attacking nobody?
She's definitely distracted.
Awesome. So I'd like to sneak up on her with Soul Stealer 3000 and a dagger.
Ooh.
You sneak. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth. We are stealthy today. We are a stealth 27.
It's pretty good.
27 hits.
That was the stealth check.
Oh, sorry. Nope, that's a stealth. Yeah, that's a success.
Okay. So stealthy. I'm sneaking up on her and the Soul Stealer. Let's go. Come on. Do damage. 20.
20 hits.
All right. So Soul Stealer is going to do 4 plus. No, sorry. 7. And then 17 plus 7 is, what's that? 24. And that's the Soul Stealer. So So 24 damage on that. And
Please
then the
describe
dagger.
how you're attacking her.
Soul Stealer's just coming straight up from behind to try and lop the back of her head off.
Okay. And roll the second
And-
one.
The dagger to hit was a 9, so
That's a miss.
not gonna do it. All right, I'm going to disengage and try to hide behind a rock again.
Give me a stealth check.
Stealthy AF. 25.
The lyrics are strong.
Okay. On a 25, and just to recap, you move up, you slash at her, trying to come from the back of the head. You come down with your sword, but it's you feel this blunt stopping point that you're not able to get through her head entirely. But as you slide your sword across, you see that there's just this kind of shattering of glass, and little shards just fall from it. You can see through the hole that remains that there is some kind of purplish energy that makes up some kind of a skeleton underneath this veil of glass.
Creepy.
And
Okay.
with that, you're able to double back. And she is going to use a legendary action
Oh no.
as
I
you
don't
are
know what that
doubling
is. I don't like it.
Legendary actions are what the big guys can use out of turn. They have a series of them that they can use, depending on the type of monster or creature that it is. So she's going to use a legendary action.
Okay.
She is going to roll at disadvantage because she is She is redirecting energy at Ghostblade. So Ghostblade, as you're making your escape,
Mm-hmm.
a kind of bolt just kind of lets loose from that hole out of the back of her neck of that kind of magical dark energy, and it is going to fire back at you with a 19 to hit or a 17 to hit. Do either of those hit you?
I mean, they do, but am I seeing this? So can I dodge part of it?
You would be running
Uncanny
away.
dodge? Oh,
So this is as you have your back to it, so you're running away, and it's just going to hit you in the back as you're landing.
yeah, that gets me. That hurt.
And with that, you just feel this piercing, this piercing, almost like an arrow, just kind of boom, hit you right in the lumbar spot of your back as you're about to take
Right
cover.
in the lumber loss part
Right
of
in
his
the
back.
lumber loss.
What's there? Oh.
Ghostblade, you take 10 points of damage.
Oh, you little F-bomb.
Okay. Lima, it's your turn. Lima,
All
as
right.
your turn begins, you have now gotten really close to one of these guys.
Okay.
But as you look up, and you're also within arm's reach from grabbing Pip.
Ah, that's what I was thinking.
As you
Okay.
look up,
Good.
you see that something is casting a shadow on the sky. Something very large. And it has gigantic wings of sorts. And you see as a claw just kind of grips through the sky onto your sky, through the portal, through that breach. Another one comes through and it pulls its head over, and you see
Okay.
this grotesque dragon with
I don't like it.
massive teeth. And it doesn't look like a conventional dragon. It looks like some kind of a otherworldly creature.
I don't like it. I
Horrifying.
don't like it at all.
You see as its two wings begin to peek through the other side, and at the top of each of their wings are these large claws, these large spikes of sorts. It begins to pull itself in. This is what you see. It is your turn. What do you do? Also, your amulet is glowing. It is on fire right now.
Yeah. So I am, if I'm already within arm's length, first thing I'm doing is grabbing the stone and
Okay.
putting it in my pocket.
Give me a our Constitution save.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got a Guardians of
We
the
just
Galaxy.
reached into fire. It was magic fire.
It's a 13.
Okay, so Laima, as you stick your hand into this beam of pure energy, it kind of burns straight through your armor. You could see as your armor is just kind of scorched. And so you're going to take damage, but you successfully get your hands around Pip. It's getting really hot in here. Can you please get me out?
Working on it.
Yeah, don't finish.
How much
rest of that lyric.
damage?
You take 6 damage on your
All right.
hand, and it hurts. And as you
Okay.
pull your hand out holding Pip, the smoke coming off of your seared armor just hurts so bad.
I can live with that. So I at the same time am going to how far is Lady Sylvania from me?
15 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast blindness on her.
Is there a save on that? There's a save on that, right?
Yes.
What's the save?
14.
Okay. She rolled a 9.
Yes.
Well,
No save for you, Sylvania.
Laima, as you pull Pip in and you basically point your giant spear up at Sylvania, and what do you say?
I say, hey, look at this. Just kidding.
you're taunting.
terrible
Oh
joke.
God, that's a terrible taunt. That's like the worst dad taunt ever. Oh,
And as she falls for it and turns and looks at you, those like black hole-esque eyes just kind of begin crying, kind of this what looks like smeared makeup of sorts, but you could tell her eyes are completely blacked out, and she says, "Doesn't matter. I can still see your magic." But yeah, she's blind. She can't see any of you. Success.
Okay. And with that, the hamster's still running
Where?
in circles around everybody.
This hamster is doing laps, okay?
He's getting his workout in.
I've never been freer. Okay. Nobody, it is your turn because those 2 guys ran away and there's only 1 left.
Okay, so I do have a question. Do I recognize anything that's happening in the sky right now?
Give me an Arcana check.
13.
On a 13. What you're able to understand is that whatever this fire pit is, this blue flame, is what Hardy had referenced previously as the heart of eternity. And in using Pip's stone, is using it to kind of open a breach, and that's what this is. And so whatever is above you is some kind of breach between the realms. Now, clearly above you, it doesn't look pretty, and you've never seen it before. So on a 13, you might infer that is something of infinity above you invading.
Okay.
Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah. No, even I don't think a crazy dragon thing with claws on its wings is a friend. So I was just curious.
Really?
But
I think we're leaning.
The status of the situation is Laima has taken the Pip stone. So is there still a beam? Is there still opening, or is it just now a claw dragon?
It's still open and it's still growing.
Oh no.
All right. Well, then I think the first thing I have to do is I have to do a lay on hands. I have to heal myself a little bit here. So that's my action. I'm going to use my pool of healing power to heal myself back up to max because I got a really bad headache the last turn.
Okay. Are you moving?
I think my hamster is going to try to continue moving down the line towards Sylvania.
There's one dude left. Is he getting bumped in?
Is there a dude left between me and Sylvania?
Just the one who's finally regained his greatsword that tried to attack you before.
Oh yeah, G Way.
Bud.
I mean, that guy got what he got, right? So yeah, we're gonna try to bump him in.
Give an animal handling check to just try to casually knock him in as you run away.
Dun, 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 dun,
Sure.
dun, dun.
4.
Oh no.
The hamster cha-cha's in the wrong direction.
Well, they can't all be winners, folks. You did great, Ophelia. Don't worry about it.
And it is that guy's turn, and he is going to try to attack you.
Oh no.
Try is the operative word.
Try is the word. Let's see him attack with a nat 20.
No.
Oh no.
Nobody.
Oh, man. Well, he's gonna crit me then, right?
Nat 20. As do you have any inner reactions?
I can intercept, but it's directed at me, so no.
Okay. And with that, he's going to raise his sword and swing hard with it. This guy is pretty beefy. And as he swings really hard with it, nobody, you take
All the damage.
9 points of damage as you are knocked from the hamster.
Oh no. Ophelia.
Like Ron Weasley in the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yes.
Was there
During
a
the
time
chess
in the
scene.
Sorcerer's Stone where they're riding hamsters?
No, when he's,
When he's on the
right,
horse
he's the knight.
with the
He's
chess
the
game.
knight.
Oh yeah.
Well, this
Not
is why
me,
you don't.
not
This is why you don't want to
Hermione,
beat
you.
the guy swinging sword hard
Oh, yeah,
at you.
That's right.
You lose your hamster.
The hamster is now like kind of scurrying around a little bit, but just kind of like circling around you. Like, what has happened? You have fallen. Why have you fallen? Not seeing at all that you were knocked off by a big sword.
So right, Ophelia, you got this. Defend me.
I am unaware of the word, but I will try. Okay, that is complete. Back to the top, Gimlet. It is your turn, but Gimlet, before your turn begins, the dragon pulls itself through, and you could see kind of the rest of its body, and it looks just grotesque.
You hate to see interdimensional holes. You really do.
Gimlet,
Well,
what do you
now
do?
I'm not sure what to do. How's Sylvania looking?
Glassy.
She has a
yeah,
quasi hole in the back of her head.
Gimlet, you don't have line of sight on the hole on her head, but you could tell just from looking at the damage she's taken, she's cracking.
Literally,
Emotionally, physically.
not figuratively.
All right, let's just I don't know. Let's cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at her.
Saving
What's
throw?
that do?
Yep.
Hideous
DC
Laughter.
15.
First nat 1. She fails.
All right. So she begins laughing and she is incapacitated. She gets to make a save at the end of each of her turns or if somebody attacks her. So leave her alone for a bit because it's taken her out of the fight at least for a little bit.
As she starts cackling, it is just a creepy laugh.
Yeah.
It is this hideous, creepy laughter, but she has no control over it, so she just starts laughing and can't control herself.
Things are so much more disturbing now.
Yes.
Now we really just need to put an end to her. Just to get rid of the laughing.
It is her turn, and she's going to try to break free of that.
All right. Well, that happens at the end of her turn, but she gets to make a wisdom save.
She rolled an 11 wisdom save.
That will fail. So she is still laughing.
She is stuck laughing.
Stuck with the giggles.
And Ghostblade, it's your turn.
What happens if I go at her with the sword, like while she's laughing, Gimlet?
You can sneak attack her, but she will get another save if she takes damage.
Yeah, if you attack her, she
She's
can
also still
break free.
blind
Against
I
the
think you
laughing?
can-
Yeah. She's
Yes.
blind.
and giggling.
Blind and giggling. Gimlet, I'm sorry, Ghostblade, if you were to attack her, you would be attacking on advantage for all those rolls, but she would be able to get out of the giggles afterwards.
Well, I'm going to go on advantage and try to lop the witch's head off.
Okay.
Sneak attack because you can't see me, right? With
That okay tells me that's not going to work.
What?
Soul Stealer with advantage, right?
With advantage, yeah. So advantage to hit.
So Soul Stealer's 20,
That's a hit.
and that's gonna do. Let's see, there's 4 plus the 18, so 22 damage for Soul Stealer.
Okay.
Dagger coming in 21,
That hits.
and the dagger is another 7. So what? Yeah.
Ghostblade, please describe how you attack her.
Well, I'm taking that sword straight to the back of her neck where I did that little damage, trying to lop the rest of it off, and then just kind of finishing up with the dagger to the front, to the chest.
Okay. So Ghostblade, what happens as you move in, you bring that sword down right on the same spot where you had hit her before, except this time you were able to completely cut through it. And as you cut through it, you see from the bottom of her neck, just glass shatters as she continues laughing. And just kind of her face just breaks into pieces and just begins to fall apart.
Really
You could
creepy.
see underneath that there's this still magical presence inside of her that continues standing there laughing. And Hardy from like your shoulder, because he's still on your shoulder, just wow, there's nothing even left of her. She's just pure evil at this point.
Legit.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. Maybe next time, just like keep hitting her in the head. She's going to, even if it doesn't kill her, she'll sustain some serious brain damage.
We took the head off. It's not there.
Well, whatever else is there, like the magic-y thing.
Well, that was where the dagger was aimed at. I don't think that did anything.
Well, no, you did 29 points of damage on that turn.
No, technically speaking, 29, right?
That's it. Yes, 20 and 29. I misnumbered. And with that, Hardy is going to look over at Laima because Laima, it's your turn.
Mhm.
Laima, you got Pip. Quick, close the thing. Close the portal.
How do I close it?
You gotta use the amulet.
The amulet?
It's glowing. You see how sparkly glowy it is?
But what do I do? Put the amulet in the fire?
Yes. Didn't they
Is that
teach
gonna
you
just-
this?
No, no one taught me anything about this amulet. I just had it.
Education's going down the toilet this year. Anyway, let's go.
Well, they don't have the
What?
tax income they need, Hardy.
Lima runs in. She jumps off the hamster. She runs across. And can I also push Sylvania, like the rest of her, into the fire before putting the amulet in?
So
Or is that too much?
you will know, having just had your hand in the fire, that's going to take a lot out of you to do it again.
Got it.
So let's see how that rolls first. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save.
Wait, for which one?
To go Constitution save to put the amulet into the
Got
fire to try
Okay.
to close the breach.
All right. Yes, we're gonna Guardians of the Galaxy it again. Oh, it's a 7.
Okay. So here's what happens. Laima, you pull the amulet off of your neck and shove it into this fire. But you took so much damage that last turn that as you put your hand in, it just burns so painfully that the amulet flies out of your hands
Oh no.
and
No.
lands on the ground. And you
No.
lean back holding your hand because it hurts so bad. You take 10 points of damage on your hand because of that.
Okay. All right. And I'm still crawling back for the amulet. I'm this is a fumbled football. I'm regaining possession.
Nobody, it is your turn. Nobody, you just saw the amulet goes out of her hands and lands not too far from you.
I would like to detect magic on Sylvania.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, thank you, Game Master.
Okay, you cast detect magic. She is not even really a person as you see her light up with magic. There is nothing more to her than just magic.
Okay.
Is
Do we
that
get
what
any more information than that?
What else are you looking for?
I guess I'm looking for where, if anywhere, her magic that we can see might be coming from.
Oh, give me all right. Give me a. That's more like I'll say you didn't use the spell slot. Give me an Arcana check
Okay.
because detect magic only lights up to show you if something is magic.
Okay. My Arcana check is a 7.
Oh no.
Okay, so on a 7, you get everything I said before.
And nothing else. And you like it.
And
Yes.
well, she certainly strikes you as someone that was at one time or another possibly living, and now potentially, perhaps, perchance isn't.
Hmm.
You want to throw more caveats on that?
On a 7, I can't.
Asterisk.
I'm doing the best I can.
Asterisk. Parentheses. ..
It's like 10 footnotes on that. Like, oh, we just don't get the footnotes.
Nobody, it's still your turn.
I am going to try to dive on the amulets on the ground.
The amulet has landed not too far from you.
Very
I'm
warm
gonna try to dive
amulet.
on the amulet.
Okay. Nobody, you are able to dive on the amulet. You get it in your hands. Almost in a way, hearkening back to the last time that you saw was Black Knight, your adopted brother holding an amulet of sorts, and what he did was kind of crack it, but it did something else. You just heard Hardy tell you to, or tell Laima to stuff the amulet inside of the fire. What do you do?
Well, I am going to throw it on the ground again and smash it with my boot.
No.
It's very angry.
What are you doing? You already yell as you lift your boot. What?
Oh!
What are you doing?
The
What
amulet
is
can defend
that?
itself.
I'm pretty sure.
Did you
I'm
have
pretty
an
sure this is gonna
out-of-body
work.
experience or something? What is this?
I'm pretty sure this is going to work, everybody.
This is a valuable artifact.
No,
We need
it was a valuable artifact.
No.
Oh.
You know, realistically, the boot's not going to crush a stone.
I hope.
Give me an athletics check with a
Fail it. Please fail it.
with a disadvantage.
Thank you.
Well, I got a
Dying
nat
inside.
20 on the first one. And I got a
Disadvantage.
19, and I got a 19 on the second one.
Hardy's yelling at you. Stop! Don't do it!
So to be clear, the dice want me to do this.
It just, can we just say that his foot just like presses it into the dirt?
Okay, please describe.
GM?
Nobody, back up and please describe to me what you were trying to do.
I'm trying to smash the amulet with my boot. I want it to be smashed.
Okay.
Like a cell phone in a spy
You-
movie.
Oh, not into the ground. Okay.
But it might be a Nokia, in which case you're going to lose your boot.
You're going to lose your foot.
Okay. Here's what happens. I need everyone to roll a perception check.
We are perceiving, because I actually do want to perceive this. So let's see. I'm not perceiving
Sure.
everything. That's a 9.
18.
10.
14.
The dice are with me.
All of you see as nobody picks this up and like kind of pauses on it for a split second, tosses it to the ground, lifts up his shoe, and steps on it, trying to smash it to pieces. He does not smash it to pieces, but he cracks it. and you all see as just with that crack, and Laima, you hear it. You hear that there is some kind of a crack of magic here. Nobody, as it cracks, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Sure.
I just imagine that sounded like glass that's about to shatter. But
How about a
just
5?
Starts to give.
Okay, you will
Oh.
all see as he cracks the amulet just enough as a beam of light blasts up and into the sky from it. Nobody, it just kind of pierces through your whole body, sending you flying backwards. You take 8 points of radiant damage. And with that, as this beam of light blasts up, it actually creates kind of a beam around all of you of this kind of glowing, twinkling light coming from the amulet.
People
and
have
as
to
it lands, all of you watch as it's now kind of covering you, and you all just feel this overwhelming sense of calmness. This sense of stillness hits all of you, and you feel heroic. And in that, you see twinkling coming down from it. These kind of twinkling of lights coming from it.
Everybody loves twinkle lights.
Twinkling lights. And you kind of all begin to see visions from it of friends. People that you all recognize. Just kind of
friends, or like
Coblin friends, or
like nobody's mistaken version of like these are actually enemies.
All of your, well, more like the people you've interacted with. You see, as you look over, you see a kind of a silhouette of just this glowing light of Trinity holding a bow and arrow. As you look over, you see another person wearing a hockey mask and wearing and holding a giant axe.
Better than anyone else.
Hey, that is Nate! Nate did come in this season! How cool is that, guys?
Nate!
You look over, you see some kind of a silhouette.
Oh, we're saved now.
Now we know we're going to win.
All of the people that you would have interacted with and picked up along the way are just kind of...
Blackleaf is singing up in the air.
You look over and yeah, Blackleaf is still asking, though there's no one there for him to talk to, is this 15 feet?
The real friends were all the murderers we met along the way.
And as they are all appearing around you, and you are knocked on your back. And Laima, the amulet is still there. It is not broken and destroyed.
Thank you.
That dragon above has finally entered into frame and flies down to attack all of you. And it's going to unleash a blast of purple flame and smoke. And I need all of you to roll a Constitution save with advantage because you're all standing in kind of a shield.
Constitution save. I don't have a lot of that. All right.
Thank goodness for advantage. It's a little bit better. I rolled a 12.
16.
I got a 10.
Okay. Who rolled lower than a 10?
I got a 10 exactly.
Okay. So Gimlet, you're the only one who's going to take damage from this.
Yay.
So as you're standing like just kind of on the edge of it, you feel like your shoulder kind of gets hit from it. And it's like it's like really intense heat. You're going to take a total of 5 damage from this attack. And with that, okay. Gimlet, it's your turn. We're at the top of round 3 or 4. And so what has happened now is that there are other people standing here with you. Silhouettes of people that you've interacted with in the past. Your amulet, Laima's amulet is on the ground. Sylvania, her head has shattered and she is just still laughing. The other lord is here. The hamsters are fascinated with the light and they are entirely distracted. They think the sparkly glowy is exciting. And Hardy continues to yell, Laima, get the amulet before he tries to step on it again.
Lima's still
So-
like she's like trying to drag herself on the floor, like slow crawling her way. Just
So
trying to
Hardy
get
had
to
said
it.
that the amulet has to get into get into the fire.
You have to put it into the fire to close the breach.
Excellent. Mage hand.
Would have been helpful a while ago.
Can Mage Hand take damage?
I don't know, but regardless, the whole point is just to put it into the center of the fire and drop it. It doesn't actually say that it takes damage.
So can't Mage Hand take damage? It cannot take damage. So
Nice.
Cool.
okay, so here's what happens. So Gimlet, you cast Mage Hand, and then what do you do with it?
Amulet, center of fire.
As you pick up the amulet, hover it over, drop it into the fire. It drops in and just begins glowing even brighter. And the magic coming out of it begins kind of flowing upwards. That was coming out of that crack on it. Begins flowing upwards, and it seems to be almost corrupting that magical beam in the air as it's reaching up and begins spreading into that breached hole. But the dragon has still gotten through. And so with that, it's going to start to get to the top, and you'll begin to see as the breached hole begins to start to kind of close.
If only
But it'll
somebody
take
had
a while.
closed the gap before the dragon were here.
You mean the person who had an opportunity to put the amulet in the fire and instead decided they wanted to stomp on it before the dragon made their breach?
And you know what we got? We got to see our friends from that, didn't we?
And they are here, and they're
Nobody,
going to fight.
go stomp on it again.
No.
in the fire.
It's in the center of the fire.
Okay. Gimlet, you have successfully gone, and with that, you see as the silhouettes of light go, you'll watch as Trinity knocks an arrow and fires an arrow into the dragon, which just hits it right in the neck, and it goes in pain. Nate the Great charges ahead, jumping into the air and bringing his axe down on it like rain of fire, except he doesn't get eaten. And boom, hits it with a colossal bit of damage. You see a silhouette of Serona standing there, seems to be hitting it with some kind of a magical stone. Blackleaf runs over and fires green acid damage in the wrong direction.
He loved his acid.
Sylvania's turn is now, and she is still cackling even without a head. She's going to try to break free of that and can't with a nat 1 again. She continues laughing. Ghostblade, it is your turn. You've just seen all of this. And as it hits your turn, the kind of shielding around you guys begins to dissipate as it all is being lifted to kind of heal the wound in the sky.
So I'm gonna look down at the Soul Stealer, like the gem in there, and like see if I can possibly have a chat with Arukan. Or Anukan.
Yes. What do you say?
Autobot.
With Anukan, like, any tips on this bad guy? There's no more
Asked
head
him,
that I
like,
can swing
How
at.
long ago?
Best advice? Stab the crap out of it.
Let's do that. Yep. We're gonna go with 2 weapons. And just try to stab the light or whatever the heck is there.
Okay. You run after. You're attacking the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
No. Soul Stealer has failed me. So Soul Stealer was an 8. The
You're not
dagger
singing.
is, oh no, dagger's 11. I wasn't singing.
Ghostblade, as you get up there and you actually get close to it, but as you swipe on it, you realize, oh, this thing's skin is thick. Its hide is thick.
Mhm.
Those are some dragon scales. little hard to break through. Give me a perception check.
What am I perceiving right now? I need to perceive really well, so I need to sing while perceiving. That did not
please
help.
don't
That
let
was
this be a
an
thing.
8. It's not a thing. That was an 8. That failed.
On an 8, its eyes look vulnerable.
Okay. I need to use
That
whatever
applies
strength
to
I have
everything else.
and get away from this thing before it tries to attack me.
Lima, it's your turn.
Laima is how far is Laima from the dragon right now?
About 20 to 25 feet away.
Oh, all right. Well within range. She's going to use Guiding Bolt against him. She's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
The classics.
Can I yell back over my shoulder, aim for the eye?
Yeah.
Or just roll higher.
So the hit I hit 20.
To hit on a 20 is a successful hit.
Awesome. Damage is 29.
Okay. Please describe how you're shooting a guiding bolt at this thing.
I'm aiming right for the eye.
Please,
And she's basically, actually, if possible, she's gonna use this like golden spear that she's got to like kind of like trident her way, and like use that as a vehicle.
You hold
to just
bam, you blast it off the spear you've got.
Exactly.
And it flies and it strikes true and it absolutely hits the dragon right in the face, taking 29 damage as you just see it's like kind of a just blows up in its face and it's closing its eyes, waving its head back and forth. Did not like that at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay. As you look over, nobody, it is your turn. But before you go, as you look over and you see Valis is standing there holding a crossbow larger than himself and fires it at the creature, dealing damage. You look
so he's
over
actually
again.
a friend. He hasn't forsaken us after that.
You look over and you see, wait a second. Is that Captain Fraud? But he's not a silhouette. It's actually Captain Fraud who's holding a gun and just starts shooting the gun at the dragon.
I was going to say that sentence could really end multiple ways, and I wouldn't be surprised either way.
There you go.
Nobody? What do you do?
I speak to the dragon in Draconic.
And say what?
Try to persuade
I
me.
say, halt.
Oh.
Waving its eyes back and forth, it just stops for a second and looks over like the Office, like looking at the camera.
Yes.
No.
Why are you here?
It looks really angry at you and doesn't answer.
Well, that's a pity because now I'm going to have to cast command.
Okay. Saving throw? What's the save?
The save on a command is 15 wisdom.
He rolls a 25 to exceed that command.
So he's not going to listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to you.
Well, all right.
From Hell's Heart, I say, nah.
Well, you know, some ideas are good, some ideas are bad. It's all right. We're going to work through this together.
How many of the good ones do you have?
Is there anything else you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to light my flame tongue great.
One of these days, a good one will hit us, and then it'll be a grand. That'll be a grand moment.
No, nobody. I need before I continue because it is now the dragon's turn. I need you to roll a dexterity throw, saving throw.
Six. Did I get away?
So the dragon is going to turn, and it's been grounded by your friends, and charge towards you. Just Gimlet's watching from a distance.
Through night vision goggles somehow.
Is he still invisible, by the way?
He took damage, so he would have had to roll for concentration. But I'm gonna just say he's fine because he was standing inside of that shield at the time. Nobody, as the dragon charges towards you, it raises its giant claw and just brings it down on you. And what did you roll?
A 6
Oh no.
for my dodge.
Okay, so with that, nobody, you are going to feel a crushing as you take 11 damage and you are knocked down to the ground. And as your head is basically through in between its knuckles, and it looks down. You will not command me.
Oh. Well, I'm not doing great, guys. Keep up
It's
the
okay,
good
make
fight.
it your friend.
And as you're down, I need you to roll a perception check. Now, because you're down, it's a disadvantage, but perception check.
Well, at disadvantage, a 24 became an 11.
11 is enough, as long as it was better than a 5. Nobody on an 11. You've just been smacked down by this dragon. As you're coming to and the dust is clearing from your eyes and you're looking up and you're seeing that this dragon's mouth is open and it's trying to eat you on its next turn, you hear a voice. Several voices.
Is it Nate?
No. You hear several voices calling from the tree line to the west.
It's the goblins.
Oh God.
You now heard Goblin!
I knew it.
As you
Freaking
look over,
goblins.
And you see a series of goblins come charging through the tree line.
That's why we
and
make
start
friends, people.
Running and jumping on top of the dragon. They don't
So
have
we can get
weapons.
some goblins killed.
They're just hitting him, but it is enough to distract him. They're very heavy, and it's enough to weigh him down in a different direction. The goblins have attacked. And with that, it's Gimlet's turn.
Can the
Well-
goblins like put him in a prone position?
They're kind of holding his head down.
Who wants to see both a kaiju fight and nobody not get eaten this turn?
Well, I don't know. There's cool weapons inside of monsters, so nobody can look forward to that.
Yeah, but we can get them out the other way.
True.
Fair.
Like after it's dead.
Fair.
Nobody, are you down for a kaiju fight?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, that's not what I thought you meant when you said get him out the other way. So yeah, go nuts.
Let's
Hide you away.
cast polymorph on nobody. And
what-
I'm thinking Brontosaurus.
Wait. Wait.
I'm
I
confused.
need to
What
know
is
what this does.
Yeah.
He's turning me into a giant.
I'm turning him into
dino-
a Brontosaurus.
Why not something with teeth? Can it be a T-Rex?
No, a T-Rex, he'd have to be level 8. So
Oh.
next level T-Rex. Current level Brontosaurus. But Brontosaurus is very hard to eat or very hard to swallow.
It's got the big tail, very heavy feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
what I'm told. I'm very hard to
Oh, raft
swallow.
of hit points.
All right.
Nobody, you're now a Brontosaurus.
Not a
Use
sentence
that
I was
tail.
expecting today.
Not me neither.
Gimlet gives a thumbs up and points to the dragon.
Dismas also gives a thumbs up. They both give a thumbs up at the same time. You now have 121 hit points, and your armor class is 15.
15? Okay.
I should also point out the goblins are still very heavy and weighing down the creature's head. Gimlet, it is Sylvania's turn, and she is going to try to break through from her hideous laugh. How many turns does that last?
I thought she was dead.
She's just failing.
Then they would end when I cast the polymorph, so she's up.
Oh, as she goes to cast her saving throw, she realizes that the laughing has ended, and she's laughing on her own awkwardly. At which point it stops.
She's like, Oh, I was just in the moment.
And she looks around, and there is this kind of you can't really see her face because it's just this magical concoction. But she's angry, and she's going to look over at Laima. She's going to whisper in your head.
Oh no.
You hate that.
I will finish you like I tried to finish your mother. And with that, she shoots you with a beam of light.
And your little dog, too.
Does a 17 hit.
No. I'm armor class 18.
And as it hits you, you just kind of absorb it. As you're standing right next to your amulet, you just kind of absorb
I
it.
stare right back at the void that used to be her face.
And with that, she's
Damn.
there is still no face. But if there was, it would be angry. And it
so is Laima, to be fair.
She's not going to move. And it is Ghostblade's turn. Ghostblade, there are now 2 dinosaurs in front of you. And the crazy, creepy lady has stopped laughing.
Okay. So I would like to eliminate or try to eliminate the angry dinosaur rather than
The dragon?
Which
The
one?
dragon,
They're both angry.
Well, the Brontosaurus is like angry but cute when they're angry.
The goblins are holding the creature down. You can climb up on top of it now with an athletics check.
Okay, athletics check. Athletics. 8. Guys,
That's an 8.
it's an 8.
Okay. As you start to climb, the creature just kind of rumbles a little bit, and you lose your footing. However, you're going to land on the head of one of the goblins who just leans up and says, "Oh, hello, friend. It's good to see you again."
The goblins are great.
Well, thanks, little goblin.
Sitting on its head.
I'm sitting on its head. Am I anywhere near the dragon's eye?
You have a clear line of sight to its eyes.
Well, I'd like to attack that.
Okay. Go for it.
Is it possible? Okay, good. We're gonna attack
Anything is possible.
Does it?
If you can dream it, you can do it.
If you could dream it,
20.
you could do it. How describe how you're attacking it?
I'm just doing the good old leap with the sword, trying to stab the eye.
The dragon.
Oh, all right. Give me okay. The goblin's gonna look up at you and say, "Can I help you, friend?"
Boost. Yes.
Boost coming right up, and it's gonna like lean down and just flick you forward with its head. I need you to roll a dexterity check to see if you can handle the speed at which you're being evil Knieveled off this goblin.
Can you handle the goblins?
This is a check. Okay, checking if there's any dexterity. 15.
Okay, yeah, you can handle it as he flings you towards the creature's eye. And then you roll a 20 to hit as you come down and stab it right in the eye. Roll for damage.
Oh, 4. What the heck? Then again, I wasn't sneaking.
Stabbed it in the eye.
Congrats, friend.
That was like a toothpick poking it in the eye. It's really
As you-
pissed off now.
As you
The
stab
Brontosaurus
it in,
congratulated you.
the Brontosaurus gives a thumbs up, but it doesn't have thumbs, so it just gives a whatever dinosaurs have thumb fist up. Yeah.
World's giantest fist bump.
Ghostblade, as you stab it in one eye, you look to your left and you see a silhouette of golden light flying through the air, which embeds an axe into its other eye. This creature is blinded. And it is Laima's turn.
Laima is staring daggers right at Lady Sylvania, and she is going to use a guiding bolt again, this time directly at Lady Sylvania.
The being.
Yes, like right to the center of her chest or whatever.
All right, let's go.
Oh no, the roll is a 14.
That's going to miss.
Oh no.
And it's going to miss as you fling a guiding bolt towards her. it just kind of absorbs. She just kind of takes it in, and she just looks at you and just, you'll have to be more careful than that.
So you guys are just taunting one another and missing.
Yep.
Yes, it's an Austin Powers sketch back there.
They're doing K-turns trying to get the other direction.
We're just doing a very dramatic walk off.
She looks at you and says, "At least your mother put up a fight when I battled her."
Oh,
She's not gonna like Laima when she gets really angry.
Ask about your mother. I want to know. Says the Brontosaurus.
When did you fight my mother?
A booming voice comes from the Brontosaurus, which is kind of overpowering. Ask her about your mother. I want to know.
I don't think the Brontosaurus can talk, which is another perk of the polymorph spell. Just because
it's just Brontosaurus noises, then.
he can't try to make friends with things if he can't talk.
All right. So okay, but Laima will get the picture from nobody. She'll say, "When did you fight my mother?"
I will tell you nothing.
Then you'll die.
oh my gosh, you guys! This
Wasn't
is
that
worth
the
it.
plan
Like,
anyway?
you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you about. Wait a second. Lady was your mom?
Oh,
guess.
Hardy with the.
I tried to ask you.
I didn't know that. I didn't know her name. As Hardy's yelling from the battlefield side, now he's sitting on a bench, just like with his feet up, waiting
Eating
for this
popcorn.
to end. Eating
He's
popcorn.
got like a little fancy cocktail with
He's-
with an umbrella and a straw.
He had sunglasses on. Those are now down. What are you talking about? It is nobody's turn.
Rawr. Nobody is very interested in this turn of events because it means that Laima was one of the babies.
That
How
was
did
me.
Hardy not recognize her, huh?
Hardy has short-term memory loss.
Well, I'm just
And
growling
long-term
anyway.
truth-telling loss.
I am going
I already
to.
made that joke.
I don't self-diagnose.
I am going to try to stomp on the dragon's head as it's held down by goblins.
Let me get up that. I had it up. Brontosaurus sheet. I can tell you what to roll.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. There's a sheet for the Brontosaurus.
Yes, there's a stat block.
Absolutely.
Oh, this
Tell
is
me
cool.
what to roll.
Plus 8. 20 plus 8. Oh,
Oh.
my God.
what the damage was.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Okay, so it's a 19 to hit.
Plus the 8.
No.
Okay, Ghostblade, you have just stabbed this creature in the eye. You hear some kind of nonsense scuffling coming from down. Hardy's yelling about something. And as you stab it, you see a shadow just like kind of crawling over you.
Rawr.
You look up. You see a giant Brontosaurus pad coming down. Give me a dexterity saving throw to jump out of the way, Ghostblade.
Oh my. Okay, come on. If the dice ever needed to work. Come on. 18. Okay.
Oh!
Get out of there, man.
Okay. The Brontosaurus does. Boom. 32 points of damage to the top of this creature's cranium. Which
Rawr.
it's just boom. Colossal damage.
Kaiju fight.
Brontosaurus
Rawr.
It's very upset. It is the dragon's turn. Brontosaurus, are you moving or are you going to stay there with your foot on its head?
I'm going to essentially try to. It's one of my front legs. I'm going to try to torque around so that I can do the other front leg on the next turn.
So you're taking your foot off of it.
Well,
It's
no, I'm
just doing the giant cat kneading thing.
yeah, no, I'm pushing down with the one foot. I'm just rotating my body around it to.
To get the
So I can
ready for
lead
the
into
other
the
one.
You're
front foot next
twisting
time.
his
Okay.
head, is what you're saying.
So
Yeah.
the creature, this giant creature, is going to try to throw you off of him.
Sure.
And he is going to roll. What is that roll? Oh my God! Apparently, you're really heavy because he rolled an 8. and cannot get off of you. Get you off of him. And
I mean, he's
but
a Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus don't diet.
he's
Our
gonna
diet is interdimensional dragon.
with his head is down and you're on like the side of his face, but his mouth is still open and he's going to try and spit fire at you. So you will be attacked. And does Brontosaurus with your 100-something hit points does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume, by the way, that I have lost my fire resistance in dinosaur form.
That is an Ian question who casted the polymorph.
That is an excellent question, but I think so. Give me 1 second.
I think
while
you
just-
take on all of the stats of the beast.
I
mean,
think so.
The asteroids did destroy the dinosaurs, so I don't know fire resistance.
Yeah, but the asteroids did more than fire damage. They did.
What
like,
do you mean?
destroying
The
planet.
dinosaurs are dead. I know dinosaurs.
Yes, all of the stats are replaced, so it. Yeah. The
So
fire
I am,
resistance.
I
think,
am
is
no
gone
part
at the moment.
tiefling. I am all brontosaurus.
Yep, Ian
Exactly.
has possessed nobody.
I've just
Okay.
improved him.
All right, what damage do I take there, Mr. Game Master?
On that, you see, with that, the fire, a smoking fire just kind of covers all of you. And so the rest of your team can't even see your full body as the smoke comes up. And you see, you take damage. I didn't
That's
roll
not a
for
number.
damage. I didn't roll for damage.
Oh,
As you take 17 points of damage as the smoke itself is on fire and it burns your whole body. However, you have 121 hit points, so you're still sitting good at 100.
Yeah, you really don't give a hoot.
And with that, it is back to Gimlet. It is your turn.
Gimlet is just going to go and take cover because my job right now is continue to have nobody as giant stompy monster. That's my that's what I'm doing right now.
Are you stealthing or are you just taking cover?
I will hide. Yeah, I might as well go and hide as well. Let's
Okay.
just try to be as
I'll check.
stealth. Nat 20 for a modified 26.
Gimlet is gone.
where did
Gimlet,
he go?
peaced out. Okay. And with
Gimlet
that,
hides and like ends up in Scotland, comes back with a haggis.
Gimlet, as you hop you kind of hop a chest high wall and perch down to take cover, and as you look over, you see one of those sparkly silhouettes of your brother sitting there, who seems to be like drinking something, and he just looks at you and like you see the excited look on his face as he waves, but it's not actually your brother, so you can't really talk to him.
But he is exactly as useful as my brother.
Exactly. The other friends that are there also attack as Trinity shoots another arrow at them. Serona throws another stone, and this creature is just being pelted with damage. And now it is Sylvania's turn, and she is going to lean down, putting a cracked hand to the ground as kind of magic kind of swirls around it, and she hits the ground with her fist. And Laima, give me a wisdom saving throw.
It's a 16.
Okay. On a 16, Laima, you just see a ripple, boom, 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 of magic move through the ground as it hits you and just erupts like a geyser, blasting you out of place of dark magic. And you're going to take half. So you'll take 8 damage, and that's the half. So it was a 16. You take 8. And she says
Okay.
nothing to you. And it is Ghostblade's turn.
Let me
Also
think.
worth noting, nobody is now a gaming dino.
Oh yeah, cool. Okay, totally for that. So is the Brontosaurus's foot still on top of the dragon's head?
Yes.
Is the eye visible?
No, because there's a big foot on it.
All right. How far away is Sylvania?
20 feet? This is all happening really close to the big fire pit.
All right, we're gonna leave Gaming Dino to take on the dragon, and we're gonna try to attack Sylvania.
Okay. Roll to hit.
With the first one's coming in, Soul Stealer, please do something. No, you're not doing anything. 10.
Okay.
Is the dagger getting any luck right now?
10's a miss.
16.
16 hits.
Okay, 16. Let's do something. 7. Oh,
7 damage.
yeah.
Where are you striking?
Towards the chest, whatever is still exposed to be stricken. The head is gone.
Ghostblade, as you run over, you swing with one dagger, but just miss. And the other one, as you bring it forward, you stab her right in the chest. Your dagger is kind of stuck there. This is a normal dagger. It's not the soul stealer. You, with your dagger stuck there for a second, and you can't pull your hand out, but you see as a crack just goes straight down her body. And she just stops now and just like kind of like looks at you, and you're stuck in place. Do you let go of your dagger, or do you stand there? And
How
lock
is she
eyes?
looking at? Well, okay. I just have the idea that she's
You have the idea that she's looking at you, though she has no face or eyes.
okay. No, I'm letting go of that dagger. I have 2 of them. That one can stay in her.
Disturbing.
As you let go of the dagger that stays there, it just
Ghostblade is the dagger charity.
disintegrates on her.
All right. Okay, that one's gone. Bye, dagger. You're cool.
There's still a big crack in it. You could see where there's now cracking all around where you had stabbed her in the heart.
I'm trying to disengage and hide behind a rock.
As you jump behind a rock, you see Gimlet sitting there with his brother. It's the same rock. In fact, where you jump and land, you're now sitting where his brother was.
Gimlet's just like,
Yeah, except this time I actually pull a bottle out and give it to Gimlet.
Laima, it is your turn.
Laima stares back at her again, at Lady Sylvania, and then she grabs the golden spear, uses it as a trident once again for another chance at the guiding bolt. So she's going to cast guiding bolt.
And you're going to roll with advantage because her heart is now visible.
All right, good, because with advantage. Okay, the second roll was a 25.
Okay. What was the first roll?
7.
With a 25, you hold up your spear and strike true. As she looks away from Ghostblade, relocking eyes with you, you fire this bolt at her and roll 16 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. As you strike her.
Apparently, I'm more lucky when I use this golden spear for the guiding bolt.
As the bolt hits her in the chest, you hear, just kind of piercing through your ears, you hear this loud-pitched shriek of pain as she just shatters into 1,000 pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And dark magic just begins to fly out of her, just kind of moving, rushing back towards the hole in the sky. And as you look up, you see that your amulet has done quite a good job of sealing that hole. Is there anything else you do on your turn?
What else should I do? I mean,
think of a lame taunting statement you can make.
She's gonna say, too bad you didn't put up much of a fight. And then she's gonna look around and see like what else needs to be done now that she's been dispatched.
As you look around, you see Hardy is holding up a sign that says 10.
Not much of a fight. We've been fighting her for like an hour and a half.
I know.
is it 10 or is he's got it upside down? And it's
He's
just
got it upside
a
down.
1?
A 0-1.
It's all relative.
Dismas pops up. Thumbs up.
Okay, yeah, that's basically it.
Nobody, as your turn begins, you see as the more of your friends begin dealing more damage to this creature, and this creature is taken a serious beating. You're still a Brontosaurus. The goblins on top of him are You're a big goblin!
The biggest goblin, or rawr.
I don't speak roar. We don't speak roar.
I get it. So I am going to torque my Brontosaurus body around with the foot that's on its head, screwing it into the ground more. And then my other front leg, I'm going to stomp hard on like its neck area where the head connects to the dragon body.
I do want to clarify that you said torque, Torque, and not twerk, right?
Yes, torque. You know,
Okay.
turn my body.
It was
Dancing
a
Brontosaurus.
clarification that needed to be made.
Brontosaurus quirks
As a
over the
Brontosaurus
other
quirk-
head.
Nope, no twerking from this Brontosaurus. Just
What about
twerking.
the thing where you crouch up and down repeatedly?
No,
Be a good way to end the video.
big Brontosaurus stomp on the neck
Okay.
of the dragon.
Roll the hit +8. So that's a 20
Okay.
+8.
Okay, that is a 26.
Nobody, please describe how you snap the neck of this dragon.
I lift my Brontosaurus front leg up as high as it can go, and I stomp it down as fast as I can, hopefully severing the neck area from the body area.
And giving a recap here, Gimlet and Ghostblade are sitting there drinking, taking cover. Lima,
And
you
enjoying the kaiju fight.
and enjoying the kaiju
Mhm.
fight from a distance. Lima, as you have exploded this dark lady, and you have Pip
Mhm.
just kind
In
of
my pocket.
in your pocket.
Pip in the
Hardy
pocket.
sits on the bench. Hardy has now fallen asleep. He is now napping, as cats would do. And as you look up, you'll see that the seal, the breach there is beginning to seal. And as it comes to, you see as that kind of dark magic sneaks its way back in before sealing shut. Dark magic from the dark lady. No, and then you all will hear, and all of you will see, as a massive foot comes down onto the neck of this dragon, snapping it in place, which just echoes for a bit.
You know,
Combat
I've
has
never
ended.
seen Nate do that.
That's right.
Oh, there
Nate
you
hasn't
go.
turned into a dinosaur and snapped a dragon's neck.
You know what, Lima? The script writing was terrible right up until that moment. That was a good turn.
All
And-
right, everybody, another successful outing.
And with that, the combat has ended. Is there anything you would do? I'll give everybody, like, think of it like one turn of something you'd like to do.
I would like to turn
I-
back into nobody.
I would like to regain control of my very warm amulet.
You regain, yes, you get your amulet back. And as it begins to cool down, you see that the crack on it begins to heal itself.
Oh, thank goodness.
Gimlet,
I would keep nobody as a Brontosaurus until a suitable moment for turning him back that will make it awkward. Just a moment when he's like trying to step over something large, and then it's just like, wow.
Ghostblade,
Oh, I'm just having a sip of cocktail and just enjoying the view.
nobody, assuming you have now gone through that awkward moment and come back to normal.
It's good to be back. And I can speak again. It's a pity we couldn't make friends with that dragon.
There was never going to be any friendship there.
And,
No.
and so you all make your way back to Squirrel Town, though it takes you quite a long time. And as the kind of silhouettes of your friends fade and everything begins to settle, that blue flame shrinks in size. But no matter what you do, you are unable to put it out because there is no
Mhm.
way to extinguish that.
Mhm.
But
And besides, it's not really size that matters when it comes to blue flames.
It's
That
the
is
heart
fair.
of eternity. It's where the magic lives.
you find your way back to Squirrel Town, all kind of beaten up, having gone through quite a bit of change. And as you all find yourselves going in different directions and going your separate ways, Pip and Hardy now running around together again, running around, controlling and working with the residents of Squirrel Town. Though there is some commotion on one of the sides of town where there are still monsters attacking, though I think that's going to be a constant problem here in Eternity. You can't really stop it.
I'd like to
Uh,
make sure, by the way, Mr. Game Master Narrator, that we did bring Hamlet and Ophelia home.
Oh, they were
heroic.
safe.
They were
They're
heroic.
Yes. They return back to Squirrel Town, and 2 statues are erected of them as, quote, the real heroes of the Battle of Koval Gal.
I want the statue to be them running in a circle, chasing each other.
And
In
so,
celebration, the town built big hamster wheels for them.
Love it.
and so everybody seems to end up going their separate ways. And though your stories may continue in different ways, here are some of the spark notes that would happen. Nobody, you find yourself going back to the home of the Coblins with them, where you are now an Eternity Lord, holding that rotting carcass hand as a mark of lineage that you have
How long
achieved.
does he have to keep that?
Forever.
He never found out, so he's just going to hang on to it, I'm assuming, in case anybody tries to question it. But you will relocate the Coblins to their new home of Friend Cave, where the Velocrolic lived. And so now that is officially Friend Cave.
He added like an R in fiend, just like
With
in
red
crayon.
paint. With a red crayon. Gimlet returns home to the Figo clan, where I'm assuming he would help bail his brother out of whatever debt he's gotten himself into, although he will just get himself back into debt immediately after.
I mean, ideally, I'd try to do it without turning over the thing we recovered. But
Absolutely.
it's like, let's do a scheme.
Laima, as you return home and something kind of calls you back to your home, you find your brother is there, and he's not alone. As you get back home, you find somebody else is sitting there waiting for you. Although it seems like she had just appeared moments prior to you getting there. And so your brother is shocked. He is not calm about it. He is kind of freaking out.
It's your mom.
And she goes on to tell you that she was battling Lady Sylvania about 6 seconds ago. And in the middle of the
she's
fight,
really bad at telling time.
well,
You should buy her a watch.
I can empathize.
she tells you a
should buy her a
very,
watch.
very long-winded story about how there was a small black cat that she found
Aw.
that communicated a story to her that she was actually being hunted by Lady Sylvania, but the black cat, upon meeting her, kind of took pity on the situation and also wasn't interested in doing any kind of sacrificing. Then
Aw, that's
they worked
Hardy.
together to go and fight Lady Sylvania, but Hardy thought she was going to lose and ended up using an old spell from an old friend to move her through time. But the problem is time dilation is not predictable. You can't control time magic. And it drops you where you need to be, not where you want to go.
Ooh.
Ghostblade, as you everything kind of settles for you, and I'm sure you'll spend some more time in Squirrel Town trying all of the different flavors of liquor. There's a new Malort flavor that's just come in. But you will eventually find yourself traveling down an old familiar road, going back to where your origins started. Now holding a blade that has some form of an ally inside of it. And wherever that journey goes, that's a story for another time. So that will be the end of Echoes of Eternity, everyone. I hope you all had fun.
Dang.
Thanks everybody for joining us for season 2. Everybody was great. David, you're amazing as always.
Always.
Putting up with us doing random stuff, including turning me into a dinosaur. That was unexpected for everybody.
That was Ian. That wasn't me.
Ian, fantastic stuff. Thank you for turning me into a dinosaur while I wear a dinosaur shirt with a dinosaur picture over my shoulder. Good stuff.
I figured we needed a kaiju fight.
There you go. Alita, always great with the different Dungeons and Dragons shirts every single time. If you guys couldn't see, she's wearing a Cleric shirt right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And Rob, thank you for stabbing things for now 2 years and filling our Saturday mornings with love, laughter, and murder.
Yeah.
Now that's a t-shirt. Love, laughter,
yeah,
and murder.
that's definitely a t-shirt.
Thank you, everybody. If you didn't see, I pinned it to the top of the chat. You can see that David wrote a campaign backstory for Echoes of Eternity, which I believe on his tweet he said we've covered 3% of, or something along those lines in the campaign.
That is correct.
Because we are
Amazing.
maniacs and he puts up with us. So please do check out that document. It's really fancy. It's very well formatted. Uses full sentences. It doesn't randomly change characters into dinosaurs. It's a good time. So do check that out if you're interested in more of what happened here and why. I will probably be checking it out a little bit more after this. I didn't want any extra information while I played my brilliant and wise nobody character in this space. So thank you, everybody. I have no idea what the future of Lawyers and Dragons is. So stick with us. Check out the Hoeg Law YouTube channel for updates and community posts and things as we figure out what's happening with virtual legality and hangouts and headlines and everything else. You can check out Ian on both Runkle of the Bailey and Roll of Law, David on Prototopics, where he's continuing to run Dungeons and Dragons shows like this one, but also not like this one. So if you like this kind of format, check out his channel. You'll find a lot to love there. Alyte at Legal Bytes continues to ask us questions about 90s trials that we maybe would prefer not to think about, and other things that are a little bit more current that we know we definitely don't want to think about. But if you like true crime, if you like legal issues, check out Alyte's channel, Legal Bytes. And if you like to get crazy on Friday night, your man is Rob, who's doing Friday Night Frenzy and making me a little bit concerned about both the legal system and American society every single week. So check out his channel, Law and Lumber. I keep wanting to say Lumber Law because that's your Twitter handle, I think, but it's Law and Lumber. And you will be happy with those legal takes, I think. No dinosaurs, or few dinosaurs in those channels. But see you, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for Lawyers and Dragons Season 2, Echoes of Eternity.